We're Mike and Debbie of Kelly's Outdoor Adventures, the RV Drifters. We became empty nesters and decided to hit the road to see all 50 states. We travel willy-nilly style, and by that I mean in our F-250 truck we call Willie, and our RV sports truck travel trailer we call Nilly. It's not always fun. You can come along and watch our adventures as we learn the ins and outs of RV camping. You can follow our adventures on both YouTube and Rumble. On YouTube, we are Kelly's Outdoor Adventures, and on Rumble, we are the RV Drifters. And we're living life on our terms. You can follow our adventures as we explore this country together.
Where are we headed, Mike?
Let's see. We are headed to... Yep. It's official. Tok. In our last video, we made it back to Tok, Alaska. I did not think when we set out this morning that we would make it this far.
Well, it is 7 o'clock.
It is 7 o'clock. This has been, we left at noon, so this was a 7-hour drive, but we did it in one day through multiple rainstorms. I'd say more than 75% of the drive was in the rain.
Yeah.
But we'll be getting to the campsite tonight, and I don't know, we'll stay one night or maybe even two. I don't know. We'll talk about that, and then we'll start our trek down through Canada.
So here we are, leaving our stone quarry. We're in the bottom of a stone quarry boondocking site that we found on iOverlander, just outside of Tok, just east of Tok, Alaska. We stayed last night, going in town to dump. We're gonna stay in a campground tonight.
We stayed one night in this campground before heading back into Canada and starting our trip south.
We're leaving Tok, Alaska today, heading to the Alaska border.
The next 2 days will be the section of the ALCAN that'll complete, and we'll be able to say at that point that we drove the entire thing. A lot better weather we've had than the last
6 weeks.
6 weeks. Little islands out there.
70 miles from the border to cross into Canada. And it's July 28th.
The size of that dip in the road. Holy
This
cow.
portion of the ALCAN's a little rough, we heard. You fill up?
Yeah, we're at 259. Probably wouldn't hurt.
Wouldn't hurt. Oh, last gas before the border, probably.
That's what I'm assuming it means. But we're still, what, 40 miles?
Recalculation. Now make a U-turn and then turn right onto Alaska Highway.
We picked up a hitchhiker.
Oh.
Aw, it went away. There was a dragonfly on there. So we're still on the ALCAN, heading to the Canadian border, and the road has improved greatly. We had about 30 miles of really, really bad Alaskan highway, and then it's changed to this, and we're probably 20 miles from the border. So next stop will be the Canadian border. Than a century-old friendship between these countries are a lesson of peace to all nations.
Cool. Okay, so there are a lot of vehicles here, and they are all from Texas. And there is a biking from Texas to Alaska on several of their automobiles. The world's longest annual charity bike ride. Very cool. Texas 4000 Charity Bike Ride is a 70-day, 4,600-mile ride for cancer from Austin, Texas to Anchorage, Alaska, and is twice as long as the Tour de France. We didn't know this was going on, but it was a pretty cool thing to see. Debbie and I ended up getting several of those riders' cameras and took a lot of different group pictures. And then one of the riders returned the favor and took a couple of selfies for Debbie and I.
Everyone say Mike and Debbie.
What's that corner?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Bye. Congratulations. What a great group of kids. You should honk.
Canadian Customs, 27
Still 27 kilometers.
It's 20 miles. All right, this is our last stop before we cross out of Alaska officially. And we're actually already in the Yukon because of this weird zone that we're in. But we won't go through with the border customs for another, 5-6 miles yet. But so technically we are already out of Alaska, but we are getting ready to cross into or go through customs to get into Canada. So kind of an unofficial goodbye to Alaska for now.
I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going live. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life.
We are approaching the customs going into Canada.
Been through a lot of pain. Some things.
Here. Get ready.
But there's a terrible pictures quality. I mean, just you'd think they would want a good, clear image picture. Oh, there's in the right pages.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good shelves.
Wonderful.
2 people on board?
Yes.
Any pets?
No.
What state is your license plate?
Ohio.
Is that where you both live?
Yes.
Yes.
How many days do you intend to stay in Canada for?
12.
12, I think, is when we're going to cross back in.
Any cash or check over 5,000?
No.
Alcohol, tobacco?
No, I do have 2 bottles in the RV. One is unopened, and the other is just a partial.
Any cannabis, THC, CBD?
No.
Firearms or other weapons?
Nope.
Knife, pepper spray, stun gun, or taser?
No.
No.
Any firewood?
No.
Alright, you're all set.
Thank you.
Okay.
Cool. Beaver Creek Airport. And we're off.
The ALCAN, the Alaska Highway in Canada, coming up on a bridge. mountains. So pretty.
"26 miles an hour."
Oh, there's a cool place.
That's an ultimate.
Oh, really? So 37 miles to go. Coming into Burwash Landing on Kluane Lake, and we have a boondocking spot picked out. If we can get to it, we're 9/10 of a mile from it. And it's supposed to be on the lake.
We'll see and check in when we get there. Alright, this is our boondocking spot, and we are in the Yukon Territories on a lake. And Debbie will have to tell you that lake. We'll insert it here, but came up on the roof. Out of the corner, we've got a little bit of a view of the lake. That's a big lake. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet looking. Another eye overland. By the way, this is an abandoned or closed down campground. Still have the picnic tables, the burn pits, everything. It's really sweet. They even have pit toilets over there, lots of them actually spread out. There's a huge log cabin style shelter house, but it's all abandoned. Somebody, whether it was public or private, walked away from it, and it's just available for people like us to pull in here. We are actually in site number 13. I'm not sure how many total sites there are here, but I bet you there's 40 or 50 at least. And all of them seem to have picnic tables and burn barrels. So, okay, let's get down here. I have a problem I got to work on, and I'll fill you in when I get down off the roof. This is my right rear stabilizing jack. This is my left rear stabilizing jack. I don't know. We're going to pry on it and see if it isn't completely shot. It might be. I don't know. Looks like I bottomed out pretty badly right there. Yep, I'm going to need a bunch of zip ties and whatever else we got to do here. We'll figure it out. Okay, so we need to talk about the elephant in the room. While I was driving around this abandoned campground, I decided to go in a different, come in this camp spot from a different direction. So I drove out and around, and I wasn't paying attention. I let Nilly's rear axle drop down into a culvert, and the whole camper bottomed out. And then in doing so, I just went ahead and put it in four-wheel drive, pulled it on forward. I was probably fortunate that this was the only damage that we had, but nonetheless, this was my fault.
Yeah, I felt bad when I drove away and left you.
I know.
I left you without any bear spray.
I know.
And I thought, you're probably concerned about that. You see the problem. I'll work on it.
Yeah, he's not the least bit afraid of me. He's a good, big, thick, fat, healthy rabbit, too.
We're tucked in here. We are in site number 13, but that's irrelevant because this campground is defunct and closed down, and it's just BLM style, no hookups, no utilities whatsoever, but they have all these sites. All the sites have picnic tables and fire rings, anyway, here we are. I'm gonna take us a quick walk out the back and just show you one more time from the back. There's a couple of mountains over there and on back in there that actually have snow on them, but I think these are Yukon Territory, and I'm thinking it sounds bad, they're only about 5,000 feet, so they're not bad as far as height and snow, but wow, loving this. Yeah, away in the distance there's some higher peaks down there that have a lot more snow on them, but we're the only ones here in a defunct campground that probably holds somewhere between 30, 40, 50 campsites. We are it. There's nobody here and it's free. All right, so we boondocked here last night, and it's called Berwick Landing.
It's Burwash.
Burwash, that's it.
Copper Lily Way, Burwash Landing, Yukon Territory.
All right, and this was a great stay. We are literally the only ones here, and you found this on iOverlander.
Yep.
And one probably note is we got in here fine. But I'm going to put it in four-wheel drive. There's a pretty steep hill with just a gravel driveway going up. And just to not take any chances, we're going to use the four-wheel drive in the truck to climb out. So, but definitely big rig friendly, pretty much all sizes. And yeah, great spot. July 29th.
Happy birthday, Christina.
Happy birthday to our daughter-in-law, Christina. Today's goal is to leave Burwash Landing, pass through Destruction Bay, make it to Haines Junction, and finally Whitehorse by the end of the night. We'd only been on the road about 45 minutes when we came across this marker on the road with the flag sticking up. Big parking lot, so we pulled in to check it out. It was here at Slim's Flats on the 20th of November 1942 that a formal luncheon was held following the Alaskan Canadian Highway dedication ceremonies at Soldiers Summit. And so this is where they decided to dedicate the ALCAN Highway here in the Yukon Territories. And pretty cool place. Takal, Takal Dal Visitor Center, Kawani Indian tribe.
Kewaunee National Park and Preserve. You are visiting the traditional territories, and there's no way I can pronounce that. How beautiful. Wow, wow, wow. They don't look before crossing the road. So it's supposed to be these dull mountain sheep and bears in this area. So we'll keep an eye out. Maybe we'll see something.
Our next planned stop is the Haynes Junction Visitors Center.
Willie and Nilly are having a few issues with it, with the two, but we'll get them taken care of. Hopefully they make it back to the lower 48. We've got a handful of just little things that are needing attention on our rig, but Haynes Junction, Alaska. Let's go check out the Welcome Center. Oh, that's kind of creepy.
That's so cool.
I like the concept. Wooden concrete blocks. Mountains you see outside this window are part of the Kewaunee Front Range and are between 2,000 and 2,500 meters high. Pretty cool. Seward.
Oh, wait.
Made in Hubbard, Yukon. And
Destruction Bay.
Yeah.
Oh, Destruction Bay is right there.
Yeah. Okay.
So we came here, and we're here.
Cool.
And we're gonna go. Wow, you're driving.
With the porcupine, and then the rabbits, the bears, the black bears, the brown bears. I have no idea what that is. That looks kind of weird looking.
Wait,
Moose.
fox.
Ooh, and there's a lynx.
That's probably a lynx right there.
Ah. I agree with you. That canoe is
It's really long.
really long on that.
That would bug me.
Just having that block all your view, especially with all the mountains around here. To have that thing sticking out. Yep. All right. Is it still on?
Nah.
Just a little bit bummed that we didn't see any wildlife this morning on this drive, and I mean any wildlife. We just didn't see anything. So the Haynes Junction Cultural Center and Welcome Center is pretty cool. It's got a lot of informative information. It's got some of those topographical maps that, table type maps that you see. I like that. I think that gives you a nice overview of the area that you're in. So anyway, nice stop, nice break. We had lunch here and switch drivers, and I'll finish the remainder of the day driving on our way to Whitehorse, where we have another boondocking spot again tonight.
at Haynes Junction. That's amazing. And we're heading to Whitehorse. 100 miles.
That's the Dawson City Klondike cutoff. Goes to the left up north, which is how we came here. So this officially marks that we have completed all of the ALCAN Highway. We didn't do it all at once, but we've officially covered every mile of it. Did I say that? A lot of
Alaska Highway washout in British Columbia. Check Drive BC for information. So we're taking the Cassier.
This was a planned stop to fill up here on our provisions before continuing our trip towards the Cassier.
All right, so we found another boondocking site. This is, I don't know, a couple miles outside of Whitehorse. I don't know what the name of the road is, but we went up past the a cemetery, and there's some kind of a city park, like a city park overlook or something. It looks pretty cool. But in order to get somewhat level, I ended up, and I want to leave things hooked up because we want to tear down and hit the road early in the morning. So we just put the rear wheels of the truck on blocks and just let everything else go. We'll be a little bit bouncy, a little bit cushy, but yeah. We're so far, we're the only ones here. Now, yeah, you just heard that. There's a drive that goes down through here, and I hear somebody shooting. Shotgun. I don't know what's back there. It's a little eerie. So, yeah. So we're not too far from the city park, and I think this is actually part of that city park property. But, and I don't know. Again, I see that road that goes down there, and maybe it goes to a shotgun range or shooting range. I don't know. But anyway, let's get in, set up for the night. We are at Whitehorse, Yukon Territories, boondocking. Good morning. We're leaving Whitehorse this morning in this boondocking camping site. The camping site was awesome. It was right, I think it's part of the park system. There were some gunshots that were fired down this lane, but I do believe that actually goes to a shooting range. So that probably made sense. And pretty much uneventful night. Got everything stoked up and packed away. And currently our plan is to head out of Whitehorse and go to Teslin Lake, which is back down on the ALCAN towards our Cassier Highway cutoff. But I don't know, we might go a little bit further. It's only a 2.5 hour drive. So if we can, if we get there, and we don't actually have anything scheduled, so if we get there and we feel like driving another hour or two, we will. So we'll see. All right, well, guys, another great boondocking spot here. I love it when we can go 2 and 3 days in a row with 0 costs. So, all right, we'll check in with you later.
Back on the Alaska Highway today, and we have view of the Yukon River. We're heading to Teslin Lake. We'll see if we stop there or go on for the day. This is the Yukon River Bridge. I just read the Yukon River is 2,000 miles long. It's huge. River, and the Teslin River River Bridge. It is Tuesday, July 30th, and it's raining again. Upper Rancheria River Bridge. 5.3 meters is 17.7 feet.
After 1,000 feet, you will reach your
Right.
destination.
Hopefully this
Now-
is the Continental Divide.
Gas, because we're down to 73 miles to empty. So yay! You're gonna turn in here, aren't you? Rancheria
Somebody camped right here.
Hey, Bear.
Whoa. It looks like that could be muddy.
Yeah.
I want to get a view of the bridge here. Looks kind of cool. In the lower Ranchero River. Yep, that's what it looks like. And lots of mosquitoes and bugs. So we came, we saw, it's there. There's the bridge. Yep, that's it.
We get through. Oh wait, what's this say? No, that's not it. Oh, you see it? The blue sign? This is a bridge over Big Creek. And we're going to go to the provincial park. Oh gosh.
Which is right in the midst of the construction.
Can we get it?
Hope so.
Turn in there.
Yeah.
Bridge.
Okay, here's your Big Creek campground. Creek campground in the Yukon. I guess there's not that many, are there?
No.
We're in number 2 and number 3, but these are both awesome sites. Boy, it's not very many at all. 15 sites. And what was the cost for the night?
25
20 Canadian.
Canadian, so
16 or 15 or $16 American. And did we pay cash? Is that how you did that? And just dropped it in that box.
I fill out an envelope and
Dropped it in the box. Cool. Okay, can't really see it very well from our campsite, but it is a very gorgeous and pretty good sized creek slash river. But gee golly whiz, it's kind of pretty. I say this at Aldi's, I'd like to go out there and pan for gold, because you just got to think and hope that some's out there somewhere. But anyway, let's head back up to Willie and Nilly, and I think Debbie's going to start dinner. We drove what, 5.5, 6 hours today, and doggone, I hate doing more than 3 and 4. I'm a 3 to 4 hour person in a day, but we drove longer, so maybe the next 2 passages will be can be shorter. So kind of getting back through here. I don't know if you can see or not, but Willie's over there and Nilly's over there, and I am running a generator at the moment because this dry hookups, it's $20 a night Canadian, which is about $16 a night, I think. And it's dry camping, yes, but you are in a site. You do have trash. There are pit toilets for what it's worth, and they do, of course, like all Canadian national parks and state parks, I think, they provide firewood. But you know, this entire, God, we've been on the road, what, 80, 90 days now, 120 days. I think we've had 2 fires. It's just, we don't do fires that often. So, with another absolutely awesome day. We'll run the generator for 2, maybe 3 hours tonight, and we'll have the Blue Eddy ready to go. We'll run Starlink off of Blue Eddy so we can work on our videos and have cell service and everything else. So you saw the video of us coming in. There's a bridge construction right out the end here, but I think even now it's like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I think the road workers are all left for the day. So, and I've seen 2 people pull in and drive around looking for spots. I say looking for spots. I don't know how many there are, but so far I see we're the only ones here. There's spots open all over the place, so, and they're all good spots. So pretty awesome. Looks like the further I walk this way, the further down. It is dropping downstream, but it's also we have a little bit of an elevation, just 10 or 15 feet, so. So I just walked down here to this other guy's site. This guy left this morning, so his site's empty, and this is the view from the next one down. So absolutely gorgeous, nice day. It looks like it's overcast again. We're not getting solar. Probably one of my biggest surprises. I was expecting, with the sun being out all the time, that we'd get an awesome amount of solar. Very few times on this trip has that panned out. So all the solar and prep we did in Arizona and across the south, I thought was in preparation for this Alaska trip. It's just not quite panned out. We've done a lot more generator and a lot more Blue Eddy using than we have anything else. Then what's really hurt us, of course, is the refrigerator that when we left Ohio and we had that RV dealer work on it, he never did fix it, and because we had to leave and hit the road, we did, and so we've been traveling for the last 90 days with a broken refrigerator. The electric portion of it works great, it's just the propane doesn't work at all on it. And of course, when you don't have good solar, I can't use the electric portion of this, so that's what's been requiring the generator or the Blue Eddy, or their combination of there within. But we've been working, it's been working well.
Alright, we're going to wrap this video up here. We ended up staying at this campground one additional night. We found out that our friends Howard and Cheryl were only a day behind us, so we thought we'd hold up here. And we made plans to travel together down the Cassiar on our way to Stewart, British Columbia. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And on the way down the Cassiar, we will make a stop in Jade, and we actually go back into Alaska one more time. As always, and until next time, cheers everybody.